dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yup, what's good, original crew? It's your boy DJ Nuki, your girl.
Sierra Nicole.
Back on the channel, man. We got another Patrick CC. We got Why Does Everyone Like Ice Spice? But I'll say this. Does everyone like Ice Spice? Nobody knows.
Who knows?
I think, some people might say they like people just because the mass variety likes.
Yeah.
Or they believe the mass variety likes.
Yeah.
Which is the reason why a lot of people...
Or some people may start out not liking somebody, but they grow on them.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
I don't know.
I think a lot of people fuck with certain people just because they believe the mass audience and so they try to fit in.
True. No, I agree with that.
Because society, look at the blue, like somebody said the other day, look at these blue checks.
No. Most definitely.
These
I
blue
agree
checks,
with you.
Everybody want to spend some money because they want to feel important and want to fit in with
everyone else. Yeah.
So they collecting checks off y'all. I wonder how long they gonna collect checks off y'all. Then think about it. If I stop paying you, you take it away from me.
Okay, that's not about that, but yeah.
I'm just saying. But I'll get more into my music bag, my music industry knowledge bag as the video goes.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you, do you.
Make sure you check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go, man. You want the first part, you gotta do a check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's video,
like it with a thumbs up.
Also, if it do seems as though I talk more on these videos, it's because I have more of the background about these type of content.
And because
this is, if you don't know, I went to school. This is my degree is actually the music industry. Mm-hmm. So I have more background experience of knowledge of the music industry.
That's cool. You can let the people know. Yeah, that's cool.
All right, let's go.
In the past couple years, we have seen more female rappers explode into the mainstream than ever before. Some might even argue that they are currently getting more attention than upcoming male artists. Female artists typically receive much more hate than their male counterparts, but Ice Spice is a little different. When her track Munch exploded on TikTok, everyone thought she was going to be here and gone within a month. But with her most recent collaboration reaching number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100, her rise has exposed a lot of truths about hip-hop that people are not willing to accept. Drink water, y'all. Ice Spice is a product of the New York drill rap movement, which was popularized in the mainstream by the late Pop Smoke. Growing up in the Bronx, her parents realized how dangerous the environment was and they wanted to get her out. So they sent her to a private Catholic school in Yonkers, New York called Sacred.
Hey, Spice, you went to private school. You went to private school.
Crazy.
Really? A rapper?
But
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Go to a
Gotta
private school. Get you a better education.
They wanted to get her out, so they sent her to a private Catholic school in Yonkers, New York called Sacred Heart. Her nickname was Ice, which is short for Isis, which is her real name, and she came up with the name Ice Spice as her Instagram handle while she was in high school. But it wasn't until she attended college at SUNY Purchase when she decided to start actually trying to make music. A producer by the name of Riot saw little freestyles and rap bars she would post on Instagram, and he convinced her to try and take music seriously. He sent her the beats he was making and they started working together. After dropping out of school in her sophomore year, she had nothing but time to work on music. She was posting on TikTok and gaining a following from her thirst trap videos. In March of 2021, she dropped her first song and music video called Bully Freestyle, which was a song about getting whatever she wants from men because of her looks, which is common for female rappers but uncommon for New York drill. See, drill rap, more specifically Bronx drill rap, is cutthroat, in your face, borderline screaming lethal.
Would you consider Ice Spice like a drill? I know she used drill style beats, but
I guess that's what they mean though.
Not
Not necessarily.
I don't see her drill though.
But I guess because she rap on those. You said what?
Like they tease style rap. They teasing. You know what I'm saying? Some female specialize in tease style rap.
But does everyone call the drill rap if you have that certain type of beat or sound? Because if that's the case, then that's why they will put her in that category. But I get what you're saying.
So from the information and study, if I see, drill type rap makes you, you know what I'm saying? It's a.
I know what it make you do.
It's an upper.
Yeah.
Like I like kind of like how a drug is an upper.
Yeah.
Like certain music. All right. So where we grew up is Memphis style rap. Mm-hmm. So what we grew up was, you knew certain music make you want to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Be in a party, throw some elbow push. I bet you won't hit a motherfucker.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying? certain times of the party, that's when you know, all right, niggas finna start fight.
Yeah.
So drill rap, you know what I'm saying? If I want to go on the drill, I'm gonna I'm gonna put on something that make me want to But that nigga Munch, they don't make me want to
I feel you. I feel you.
That's
But
why
I
I'm
don't
saying,
know.
like,
Yeah.
And then I guess every region drill is different. Because
Yeah.
you got Chicago, whose first time I ever heard drill music was Chicago. Second time, you know what I'm saying, the UK.
Yeah.
Then New York adapted. So, you know what I'm saying, I guess each region has their own variations of it. So,
more specifically Bronx drill rap, is cutthroat, in your face, borderline screaming lethal threats to your ops on a bass heavy beat. So Ice's smooth presence and very minimal gangsta energy was a standout for her. Later on in 2021, she dropped her song No Clarity, which sampled Clarity by Zedd, a very unorthodox sample for a drill record, accompanied by a video of Ice Spice dropping melancholic In Her Feels bars while twerking the pain away. Immediately, she was met with hate. This ain't getting us out the hood, it's moving us across the street. As a deaf person, this song goes hard, so we're just twerking to sad music now? To continue growing her brand, she posted TikToks that would easily get attention from people. And this is definitely the type of behavior that female rap haters use to disprove their talents, saying that all they have to do is use their looks, say something sexual, and people will praise them. There are some truths to this. Pretty privilege is a real thing, and we all know that sex sells. It always has. Men
or light skin privilege. We can go there too. But you know what I'm saying? That's too deep for some people. And some people feel as though it's not true, but that's somebody who's not looking at the truth. Because look at it, how many female rappers they have came and who actually gets pushed into those lights.
And what they look like.
What they look like.
Pretty privilege is a real thing, and we all know that sex sells. It always has. Men capitalize on the same thing in their music videos and visuals, but when one of the women who may have been in the background is the one benefiting, it becomes controversial. By mid-2022, she was already being recognized by blogs and media outlets as a promising upcoming artist, even though she only had 5 songs released. When her On the Radar freestyle was released, she started gaining the respect of rap fans. Since the only thing to focus on was the lyrics she was rapping, people were more engaged. However, most of the world got hip to Ice Spice when she dropped Munch in August of 2022. Funny thing is, a lot of you have just heard the first 4 lines on TikTok and not even the full song, which is fine, because these days that's all it takes to have a hit song. The term Munch was created by Ice Spice because she just needed something to rhyme with he ate it for lunch. She created an anthem to empower women who get their needs.
Well, Munch wasn't created by Ice Spice. We been here Munchies. Right?
But no, in that term, like for that definition,
Munchies a snack. Munchies is always
munch. Just
and
let's not
like come on now. Let's not realize. Remember back in the day, be munching on that.
Yeah, no.
So niggas been saying munch. I say this in the hood and the black community, been saying munch. Now y'all suburban people might this first time y'all.
But was this the definition? Was that the definition though?
Munching, eating.
But are you reading the
Because female be
definition?
like he was munching on it, and so I eater to see him munch. But I'm saying munching, he was munching on it.
Oh.
As far as that in that terminology, yeah, I guess you could give it to him, but let's not act like we ain't been using. Well, female. Or some niggas used to be like, I had a munching on my, eating up on my. That's all. That's what it was. It was a sexualization word.
No, yeah, most definitely.
But munchies, come on, we got the munchies. Oh, like we. Man, I got the munchies, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's always been a term we use.
Something to rhyme with he ate it for lunch. She created an anthem to empower women who get their needs satisfied from a man and kick him out. Ice Spice's confidence and alpha female attitude in this song is pretty typical for a successful female rapper. Hip-hop has been dominated by males, and women are often portrayed as an accessory to them. They call them bitches, hoes, and usually refer to them only in sexual scenarios. Ice Spice and other women are flipping that narrative. But what really sent this record on fire was a leaked DM Drake messaged Ice Spice giving her praise on the record 5 days before it was released. This got a lot of people suspicious. How was the biggest rapper in the game tapped in with Ice Spice before everyone else? Also, how could this private DM get leaked? It's crazy to think that just a message from Drake could bring genuine buzz to an artist. 2 days later, she was seen in the crowd of OVO Fest in Toronto beside the rapper. Drake has an entire team dedicated to discovering the best upcoming talent. This way, he is always tapped in with the next trend, can capitalize on a young artist's career, and it makes him look good for supporting the newcomers. But the common thought was that Drake was just trying to sleep with her, which is an assumption that most female artists get as well, that they have.
But let's be real though. Besides the Migos, how many artists really 100% flourish from getting a Drake feature afterwards? Like, you know what I'm saying? They might have a wave, then Drake will hop on the track, and they'll turn into like one-hit wonders. Let's talk about Block Boy JB. Let's talk about what's his name? Club Going Up on a Tuesday. I ain't really heard much from him. You know what I'm saying? Ever since Drake. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes it's good to hop on get a Drake feature. Yeah. But it can be a career. Like I say this, Lil Baby when they got with Drake, they were already, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. They were already on Migos. They elevated from it. That's one of the you know what I'm saying, successful ones. But a lot of people, that's the biggest hit they get. Sure. And you know, like they fall so hard afterwards because a Drake feature is too high. And I think some people and he hop on people and it's too early in their careers. Yeah. So I won't take it.
Sleep around to get notoriety. How Drake doing you? You gon' give Drake a chance, bruh? Her TikTok account was flooded with people shipping the two, hoping they would become hip-hop's next light-skinned power couple. Either way, the music community thought this all felt way too calculated, and it probably was. All of this was just marketing to promote Munch, which went viral as soon as it dropped. The difference between the Munch record and a lot of other similar records from female artists is that men genuinely, unironically liked the song. They couldn't help but expose their inner baddie while listening to the tune.
Oh, you thought I was feeling you? That nigga's a munch. Nigga's a eater, he eat it for lunch. you said that a little too spicy. I like that song.
But let's be real though. A lot of dudes just is it they really fuck with it or they kind of mocking it though. Cause you gotta realize us dudes, we do things in a certain way that female be like, oh, you fuck with it, and like deep down we be like, no, we like kind of slick.
I don't think they
sneak this.
In this situation, I don't think they would.
But you know what I be saying. You know what I be saying. Sometimes I address it at a certain point, but you know what I be saying, like certain artists from certain regions. Yeah. Get a little elevated push just because of where they come from. You know what I'm saying? And y'all be thirsty for artists because I'll talk about it. Oh, you want me to kind of go ahead and elaborate? Let me say this. And a lot of, like, especially, no offense, just the honest truth. You got New York artists, you got Atlanta artists, you got Chicago artists. Every region want to hype they artists up like they artists are the top tier because it's y'all region you're supposed to support. Even the DMV, you got Florida, you got certain regions hot right now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But let's be honest, if you go outside your region, how many of y'all are actually getting played on the radio? How many of those regions are actually being played when y'all go other places?
Outside of just where
you at. Yeah. Because let's be honest, like we see New York a lot. You know what I'm saying? Take away YouTube. If we could take away YouTube and YouTube views, where are people really getting played at? You get what I'm saying? Like when you going on, like besides the radio. So I'm talking about when you networking, going to parties in college, the vibes when y'all traveling places. Where are these people? I know for a fact you go to other different regions, other different areas. Down south artists are being played in multiple elsewhere, different genres. A lot of times, if you try to play some New York music down south, they're gonna tell you, "Hey, nah, I don't want to hear that. Turn it, you know what I'm saying? Turn it to something else." I like even when I used to DJ, because I understood.
I feel like depending on what it is.
Yeah.
Depending on what it is.
Nah, I ain't gonna say. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. If it could, like, so let me say this: when I used to DJ, it depends. Like you said, it depends on the artist and who it is. people would be cool with you playing it. I used to try to play DMV music, go-go, and because I knew we had DMV. So some of the DMV people they were like, oh, for real? Yeah. And everybody else would be like, nah, put on what we know. And I'd be like, bro, open your eyes. So, because I knew,
I understood. Be a little bit more open-minded.
Even Louisiana and the bounce music. Try to play that. They'll listen to that. But I'm like, ain't that much different between go-go and bounce? Ain't that much. Then even LA, like West Coast music, I used to try to play that. Ain't trying to hear it. But this is because we're in the down south region. Yeah. So most of the things they want to hear twerk. They'll mess with Chicago. But they and then in Texas has their own style of music. A lot of people don't like to listen to the slow, chopped up, screwed up type of sound because it's a little too slow. But you got to respect the region. Most definitely. But when you try to do that stuff elsewhere, and that's what I mean with comes down to like somebody like Ice Spice. I feel as though New York is always looking for the next artist that's going to represent New York, and they want to push. Yeah. And so you might get a backup from like somebody like Joe Budden, because he like, hey, New York needs to have a representation in the music industry. Instead of like, let's be real, sometimes the artist ain't even that good. Y'all just need somebody to be the new representation of New York. And instead of y'all being like, hey, it might not even be that good, y'all gonna go hard. And I see that a lot though. And we've seen that a lot, but sometimes it never pans out. Like, look at Designer. You know what I'm saying? And it don't really pan out that good. I feel you.
That nigga's a munch. Nigga's a eater. He eat it for lunch. You said that a little too spicy. I like that song. We know. And I like her.
Joe Budden confidently singing the song simply represented what a lot of men were doing privately. The big smile on his face let everyone know he wasn't ashamed to be a munch. Despite the song being mega viral, it didn't chart on the Billboard Hot 100, and I was surprised to find out it only had 60 million Spotify streams, which is a lot, don't get me wrong. But the song feels like it was much bigger than the streams represent. I mean, it does have over 30 million views on YouTube. From there, she started doing club appearances and festival appearances with just one song. She was everywhere, doing a full-blown media tour, including a stream with Kai Cenat where everybody got to know about her a little bit more. They got to know her personality, which stood out from the rest. Although her music is very confident, her personality shows that she is a lot more chill and relaxed. Ice and Cleo seem so genuinely chill, I'm shook. I ain't gonna lie, I don't really care for her, but seeing her personality on stream made me actually respect her more. As much hate as she get, she's actually cool as fuck. Seems down to earth. She was winning some people over, but others were itching to take her down. They would post videos of clubs that were thinned out and nobody vibing to her song, trying to prove that she was nothing more.
But this is what I'm talking about. She's in Houston. Now she's in New York, a club might turn up. You know what I'm saying? Be more hype. She's in Houston.
Or even at like a festival, because you have people from all... We just seen a clip where... Unless they just in the zone, they just happy to be there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
And that's when I said, because, you know, the festival vibes, they be
I guess
lit.
It's a little different,
But a Houston club performance that's down south, they ain't, especially she had one big record. You got, once you start playing the other records, they're going to stand there and look. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's the reason why I say the worst thing for the industry right now is not having A&Rs and artist development going on, because develop artists as far as stage presence, have to captivate the crowd, how to get them to vibe with you. Is y'all, as soon as y'all get a hit, we push you and trying to make the most money you possible, but you kind of hurt the artists like that, because then it's kind of they start spreading this poor narrative.
Than a one-hit wonder. But to many people's surprise, the preview of her next song was accepted with open arms, Bikini Bottom, which was literally a SpongeBob sampled drill beat. Then her next, In Her Mood, was also praised. She was gearing up her first project, and it couldn't have been executed more perfectly. She didn't go too ambitious. She gave the world a 6-song EP of all drill records that all sound very similar, a catchy sample with her signature monotone delivery. Plus, being in the genre of drill is advantageous for an artist because the fans like that the songs have a very similar repetitive pattern. Basically, she didn't do too much. But her not doing too much and being extremely successful is what spurred up even more controversy, giving her the daunting label of mid. Y'all love a mid, light-skinned rapper. This tweet came from Chica, a 2020 XXL freshman.
Chica
Although we
rap.
don't know if Chica was talking about Ice Spice specifically, this sparked a debate of colorism in regards to hip-hop and entertainment as a whole, said perfectly by YouTuber I Am Eloho.
In my opinion, Ice Spice is getting the Cardi B package. When Cardi B first hit the scene, it was the same thing. It was the young Latina from the Bronx, surrounded by this Black American culture. It's almost as if there's a formula for success for these type of women, right?
The argument here is essentially that dark-skinned women have to work harder and be more talented if they want to reach the highest level of success. Kenzo B and Shani Boney are two extremely talented drill artists who damn near rap better than most men, but don't get praised like Ice Spice. There could definitely be some truths here, even with men. I think it's pretty obvious that Drake has benefited from the fact that his racial ambiguity allows him to be a relatable figure for almost all races. He is undeniably the biggest rapper, but a lot of people are quick to say his music is mediocre. But when it comes to Ice Spice over her peers, it seems unfair to say that just because her image is relatable to more people, that is why she is successful. Her beat style and delivery is relatively fresh when it comes to drill music. Plus, the biggest counter argument is that simply music is subjective. Sometimes there is.
But I say this. They're right about the, you know what I'm saying? It is a color thing.
Yeah.
Because we always talk about the substance in music, right?
Yeah.
Everybody scrutinize like, oh, they ain't talking about nothing. They ain't talking about nothing. But y'all keep pushing artists that talk about nothing.
That's all.
Instead of finding the artists that, hey, you know what I'm saying? Oh, they really talking about something. Then y'all, especially when it comes down to female rappers, y'all start going, all right, what's your image? Image is a lot. Let's be real. Image is a lot. But first thing y'all do is, you might be a little too dark.
Yeah, sadly, yeah.
Oh, man, you need to be a little thicker than that, you know what I'm saying? Or you need to be more revealing. Some females don't want to be showing out. They want to talk their shit, you know what I'm saying? Let's be real. Like, somebody like Remy Ma. She had a hard time really popping in her career. I remember Remy Ma back in the day before she got locked up. Yeah. She never got the publicity or respect she truly deserved. But I remember hearing about a lot of other female rappers, and just so happened they be a lighter skin complexion, and a lighter skin complexion always gives. And let's be real, I feel like that's the reason why Cardi kind of got some hate when she first came on the scene, and a lot of people didn't take. Like, let's be real, Cardi wasn't the best rapper. Yeah. She just made more relatable style music for her at that time. And it helped her because she was of the strip club era and everybody was praising the strip club era. So I think that she got a little push, but also her image-wise. Yeah. But, you know, it's the light-skin push.
Drill music. Plus, the biggest counter argument is that simply music is subjective. Sometimes there isn't a specific reason why you like a song more than another. You just do. And at the end of the day, we know that in all aspects of the entertainment industry, your image, likeness, and ability to be marketed will almost always beat out skill. It's been that way forever. As if it couldn't get any better for Ice Spice, she was asked to be on the remix of Boy's a Liar, which was another extremely viral TikTok song by UK artist Pink Pantheress. Both artists have an extremely smooth and quaint delivery complemented by a cute, dancey rhythm. Their collaboration debuted at number 14 on the Billboard Hot 100 after it gained 20.2 million US streams, 585,000 radio airplay audience impressions, and 600 downloads sold in the first week. It would ultimately peak at number 3 a few weeks later. Recently, Ice Spice just performed at Rolling Loud and got a way better response than Coi Leray's debut. Coi Leray was made fun of for not engaging the audience, she was harassed online, claimed she didn't belong in hip-hop, and bullied to the point where she wanted to quit. But for Ice Spice, the commenters were praising her for trying hard and making progress towards being a better performer. Also, Ice Spice's Rolling Loud performance was the second most viewed performance after Playboi Carti. And after receiving cosigns from Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, Ice Spice is officially on top of the game.
No, I'm just saying because it was in New York.
Oh, okay.
That's our people. That's our crowd.
After receiving cosigns from Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, Ice Spice is officially on top of the game right now. In general, it is harder for a female hip-hop artist to break through to the mainstream. It's no secret hip-hop has a misogynistic past and has been dominated by men. But Ice Spice is the first female artist I've seen in a while to get fair treatment. Every artist is going to be criticized and hated on. Ice Spice is definitely one of them. But with females, the hate and criticism reaches a different level. I think people are giving Ice Spice the benefit of the doubt and genuinely want to see what more she has to to offer. Something is different about her that is resonating with a lot of fans. And because of this, I hope people will be more open-minded towards female rap artists in the future. Speaking of music, I just dropped...
I think people are. I think I'll be honest. I feel like who brought that wall down and made that more acceptable was Cardi. I think Cardi has opened up a platform that I don't think she gets her credit, because before Cardi, the only female that was constantly pushed and only was being looked at was Nicki.
Yeah.
So you got to give Nicki her credit. She ran with it. Cardi kind of opened that door for other female artists, because after Cardi, so many female artists came. And I feel as though people didn't look at female rap as you had to have them bars. It's just, can you make a hit song?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And I always say, all right, cool. You had a good introduction into the music industry. My thing is, 5 years from now, what are you doing?
That's
you
a good
really,
question.
like, 5 years, give an artist 5 years to see if they're, and then you can really criticize their career. Look at her as a 5-year. She's only in year 1.
Yeah.
Let's see what 4 years from now, how is she still holding up? And you will see if that artist was really worth the push, or just, hey, y'all was hype for the moment, and and people realize certain things. Because the first photo he had on here was Sweetie. Ain't nobody. I rarely see people rocking with Sweetie now.
Yeah.
But when Sweetie first came out, she did the freestyle Hot 97. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. People, they damn near laughed at her. You might as well say they laughed at her. Then she came out, hits after hits after hit. Everybody, she's the new face of the bass. She's finished.
Yeah.
A couple years later, after you use up all the popular samples, what do you have? Because the reason why your songs was hot is because it was already familiar with people.
Yeah.
The drill sound is helping Ice Spice because it's already familiar with people. A lot of people like successful because it's already relatable to people. Somebody like Megan had to prove herself.
Yeah.
Especially coming from down south.
Yeah.
And Houston ain't that big of respecting when it comes down to the hip hop game in the US. Not just because it's, all right, I get y'all in Texas.
Yeah.
Y'all respecting in Texas. Outside of Texas, a lot of people ain't saying, hey, play this Texas artist. She had to earn her respect in the whole South, and then took over other regions.
Yeah.
So she really had to show she could rap.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of, when she first came out, she had to show that she could rap. I honestly understand what a lot of her label was doing for her. Yeah. And I've been told you that. I said, I know what they finna do with her. And this is what they doing now.
Yeah.
I see it. I was like, oh, bro. But then you got women like City Girls. A lot of people ain't flocking to the... I really, like... Now you can see what is transitioning. We gave them their 5 years. We see the successful artists can have more than a 5-year career. You have to put in that time. You have to push out good music.
Right.
If your music ain't good and timeless, you will have a decent 5-year run and fall off. Reason why a lot of your fan base has grown.
True.
You can't keep giving them that wax substance.
That's true.
So, after 5 years, what do you have to offer? You can't look at just the moment in careers like this. You have to, if my music is really good, can I captivate my same audience 5 years from now? Because look at Lil Pump. Gucci Gang was hot as hell. Can his same fan base listen to Gucci Gang and all that stuff right now? They were like, some of them, those when, you know what I'm saying, I was younger then.
Yeah.
I ain't really feeling that now. I done grown. But somebody like J. Cole,
yeah,
he understood the game. His people can still go back and listen to the music they first listened to because it still hits a certain way. Somebody like Big Sean, even Wiz Khalifa, I can go back and listen to Kush and Orange Juice because I'm like, damn, bro, that's a good ass mixtape.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to think, hey, you know.
I feel you, yeah.
And I just gave you different type of artists. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City, still one of the best. Drake, Take Care, still one of his you can go, but and those still semi early in their career before
Facts.
they blew up. So,
That's true. I agree.
I don't know. Y'all let us know y'all thoughts and opinions down below. But as always, I do go by the name DJ and Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
you are. Yeah.
Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes.